Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wildermyth. This game has had a lot of updates since last we checked in, and there have been some big changes. There's a plot now. There is actually a story. Well, two stories actually. I've already played the first one. I'm going to be playing the second one. So if you want to see the first one, you're going to have to play it yourself. Currently, Wildermyth is no longer on sale on itch.io. It will, however, be available on Steam on the 13th, I believe. Before we get started, though, I am just going to quickly reduce the music volume because I'm paranoid that is a bit loud. And we are going to quickly check out my legacy because I've been playing a lot since last time we checked in. If we can just load that in. There we go. So, here's my legacy. These are all the heroes I've played and decided to keep in previous games. You may remember some. We got Olive from the Loveless Quarrel. She looks like she was in a second game and gained a tree arm, as well as a tree arm, tree leg, a pet, several other things. We have Nardion, who's been in at least one other game. I don't believe he's changed too much, though. Oh, he has no gear for some reason. I don't know, maybe he retired or died or something. I don't know. We have Baydelin, who I very recently played a game with. No, she's a level 2 warrior now, too. And where is Bosch? Where is Bosch? I appear to have misplaced Bosch. Oh, no, that's Thale. Bosch. Here he is. Bosch! He has chicken wings now. Bosch has a fire chicken, a crystal sword, a crystal leg, and chicken wings. So he's a crystal chicken man now. That's his thing. The poor guy has teeny wings. And, you know, we have several others. Let's see if I can name any. This guy, Thale, comes from the other plot story. I'm not going to mention him any further. Tyranta here, though, is just a badass. She had long reach, which means her weapons deal extra damage, can reach further. So if you put a spear on her, then she can reach 3 tiles. And I think it's Vigilance? Yeah, infinite reaction strikes. Just let that sink in. Long reach and infinite reaction strikes. Essentially what I did was I just put her in the middle of the fight, middle of the battleground, and put her on guard. And then everything just died when it approached her. Baydelin actually had something similar in a previous game, though it doesn't look like I kept it because I didn't promote her. Where she had Sentinel to leap up to 2 tiles, and she would move across the battlefield with the infinite reaction strikes, so she would be jumping around the battlefield on the enemy's turn. Some of these, like Elysium, I don't remember too well. I don't know Market. I think Suthander here is just pretty much a badass. Badus, this guy, I think he's actually Bosch's son. I don't believe there's any, way to tell yet. There's, no family tree or anything, but I'm pretty sure this guy is Bosch's son, and he has a frog head now for reasons. I believe Ballad was in the Lover's Quarrel. Morda... Yeah, this is just stuff here. This guy, Vito, he's gonna be important today. Wait, what? Hang on. He still has his arm. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, well, I guess I'd never promoted him. In one game, I brought him in. So in the game he was in, he lost both legs and 1 arm. And then encountered a machine that gave him those legs and arm back as the Morthagi. The bone robots. And then I brought him into another game, and he lost his other arm. So he just became this full-on cyborg kind of thing. And he has blue skin because of reasons. And yeah, as just a lot of interesting stuff has happened. I'm not going to load any of these, but I just want to show you. So here's the Lover's Quarrel, where we started. Then we had the Nether Ward. For those who don't know, that's just a small group of friends I'm part of online. Slayers of Single Zombie, you can guess what they are famous for. The Amazons of Ivory. Not entirely sure what the meaning behind that name is. I think it was just fun. Flowing Waters, just a fun name. Lost in Ailment, I started that game when I was sick. That's also the first one that I failed. I did not win. Then Chaos Theory, which I also lost. Flooding Dams, which I won. And most recently, Whip Crack Extravaganza, which I don't think I kept anyone from. It was mainly just a test game to bring myself back up to speed. However, with all that said, I have spent 6 minutes now, 6.5 minutes, not even in the game, so let's start a new story. We are going to play The Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with Morthagi, whatever, as the main threat. Let's get into this. So, we have various difficulties: C.S. Lewis, J.K. Rowling, George R.R. Martin, and H.P. Lovecraft. I'm going to stay on George R.R. It's difficult, but not impossible. No mods, no custom difficulty. And let's check some things out. We got a hot-headed coward who would be our farmer, or our warrior rather. What's his thing? Like, what's his history? That's what I'm looking for. Skilled at forging compromises, Taiwan could only create a childhood among brothers and sisters who had a penchant for accidentally insulting the wrong people. He once came across a famous killer near Shiprock Rift, alone and without obvious cause. The man cared for a colony of the forgotten old. Tyrone let him be. Demonic voices whispered and rang inside him. To avoid facing them, he faced danger instead. So he is loyal, he has integrity, and he is inhabited. And stats, is a coward. Which is going to be kind of ironic for a frontliner. Hothead. And yeah. You know, let's, can we, customize? You know, let's change this. This is going to be hard to... Tyrone. There. A little bit easier to pronounce there. Hang on. What was his here? Loyal, integrity, and inhabited. Nostalgic, physical, dreamer. Okay. What does happiness look like? For Thymnock, the answer was always his hometown, where the boy life was spent along the bustle of commerce and the sisterhood of all beings. He worked as a caravan escort at one point in his life. He earned money, he earned modest pay, and realized rather quickly that there are no secrets in a wagon train. He held a secret hope of a woman would find him, a woman whose love could last a day, a year, or even a marriage. And he is very greedy, kind of romantic. I think I want to change that name though, cause let's call him Edward Skysoar. Edward Skysoar. There we go. And lastly, we have Proud, Potential, and Wanderlust. Proud, Potential, Wanderlust. I just want to make sure they don't have the same hooks. There you go. So, Cardia. Same thing as Cedar Slayer, but you know what? That's fine. She was proud of her father's legendary talent for mixing drinks and matchmaking. Cardia nevertheless hoped for her own band of recognition someday, for something greater, or just different. Though many around her trained at music or some other art for the simple sake of their livelihoods, she saw it as a meditation, a means of exploring her innermost self. Sometimes it seemed she'd keep wandering until the sunlight turned to glass and stained itself in world's passions. And what's her stats like? What is she like? She is a poet, and that's about it. It's just, she rhymes. That is her history. That's her, that's everything about her. What are these other guys like? So, she's faster than him. Okay, so the, oh right, this would be, this is our fighter, so that makes sense. Looks like our hunter is going to be retiring relatively young. And I'm not sure I really pay attention to any of these other stats. So hey, let's get right into it then. And start with these guys. I think this is a good starting group. Let's see where this takes us. "1,000 years earlier. Vivsha. The initial limbs were a success, and I am confident in the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Beacon, you can't be serious. There were things they told us of, things without souls that walked in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be Morthagi down there. Didn't have to tell me twice. Huh, Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Until suddenly, they can't. Ooh, that's new. Run. Crash. Was he running away from something? Run? Let's talk about this later. They may not bleed, but let's see if they can die. Tyrone, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Now I must choose. Don't tell me what to do, for rivalry. Right behind you, for friendship. Or he looks so gorgeous when he gets urgent, for romance. Unfortunately, they fixed the small bug where every time you selected one, it would choose a different one instead. So, we're not going to get something quite as interesting as the lover's quarrel. Let's just go with friendship for now. Hey, look at me. We can do this. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. 2 Spectics and a Somnolier. Right. We got a bunch of farmers defending their homes from bones and robots. Can we do it? If any of you respond with a Bob the Builder quote, I'm gonna cry. But this is 1 down and 1 severely weakened. Perfect. But we're still missing 1. There he is. And oh god, Edward! Oh no! Edward! Help Edward! Save Edward! Okay. I'm not sure where exactly to begin on changes. For one thing, there's a cover mechanic. You can hide behind things. Like, if you see this provides good cover. So I'm going to move Edward back there in hopes that he doesn't die. And unfortunately, he can't shoot the thing, so he's just going to wait. And hopefully... Ooh, Cardia. Well, no one died. Unfortunately, this thing isn't dying either. Cardia, how you doing on your backstabbing? Very good. Good job. And now Tyrone is a Greenhorn warrior. He can use a Thundering Challenge to frighten the enemy. Start a fire. Infinite reaction strikes. That's always fun. Phantom Flare kills an enemy. I'm always a fan of Rogue. Every time you kill an enemy, they enter Grey Plane for free. And And let's see. Pulling motor heat out of the air, soul splitting, a spirit blade. When allies stand next to an infused object, they gain +1 damage. Infused blazes, use to grant nearby allies fiery attack. I think I like soul splitting. Just spirit blade sounds more more useful, but soul splitting is good because she can maybe tank. And we got a Grey Pelt Talisman that gives plus additional armor. We could give it to Tyrone for increased armor, or we could give it to one of the others for a point of armor. Let's give it to Cardia, because she might be going into melee at some point. So, first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though? We can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this. Not when when destiny unrolls such a rug at our feet. Cardia's right. Who better to take on the threat than, well, us? We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. Something to remind us of who we are now. How we changed to this day. I was thinking... the Soil of Hope. The Kinship of Homestead Steering. The Friends of the Lizard. The Soil of Hope. We shall be... the Bonebreakers. We're fighting bones and robots. Let's break some bones and robots. Sure, I don't have any better ideas. Here follow the tales of the Bonebreakers. And we would need one more legacy point to do what I want to do. So, let's get right into it. We need to locate a Savage Forge and clear all hostile sites. Doesn't look too bad right now. Don't need to patrol. I might wait a little bit longer just because 2 of our guys are hurt. You know, it doesn't look like that's getting any better, so let's just go before it gets worse. In the deep caverns beneath Stylian glassworks. Cardia, keep up. Sorry, I don't like it here. It feels as if the cold of these very rocks permeates my very soul. Besides, the torches here are all up in front. It's hard to see where I'm... Whoa! Whoosh. Ow. Where? Wow. What is that? It's a gem thing. You all remember the gem thing with Bosch and all that. How long has this been down here? An extraordinary stone surrounded by ordinary rock? It's jammed in there. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's get a gem, lady. Something wrong. What's... Ah! What was the... Oh dear. So yeah, these gems are not always the same color. Cardia, there you are. Where did you... What happened to your face? I'm not... There was this gem in the statue. It seemed wrong somehow to leave it there. Well, whatever happened, the Morthagi must have heard that scream. Form up. They'll be all over us now. And they all get a temporary hit point from that. We got 4 skeptics and a pump. So you know, that's fun. Let's see if we can get Edward into Grey Plane right off the bat here. As I've learned, Grey Plane is very helpful. And let's use the rocks here. And we can throw a disc from the rocks at the skeptic. It's not quite a death, but hey, it helps. Ooh, that's bad. Oh well. From here. Ooh, okay, well, there goes his Grey Plane. That's a problem. Can I not discus from there? No. Okay. In that case, let's interfuse with this rubble. And punch it right through him. There we go. Okay. That's 2 down, 3 to go. Nothing in the immediate vicinity. It looks like we're clear until that gate. So yeah, let's just quickly move everyone up there. She's probably going to lose these infusions just because she's too far away. And Tyrone, Edward, and Cardia. And let's actually have her withdraw from these. I'm sure she will... I'm sure she'll get them back, or she'll automatically withdraw from them, but... No. There we go. Alright. Edward? Aw, dang it. Okay, why don't you open the door? And... Aw, dang, I thought you could... Okay, never mind. I thought you could, steal the fire there. Okay, well, let's set up a trap for them. There we go. So they can't come this way, at least not right now. Oof. This ain't good, though. Whatever. He's gonna be exposed. Which is a problem, but not terrible. So long as they don't die. Which Edward just did. And his leg is gone. Edward's gonna run away. So we have our first maiming, everyone. Welcome to the club. Welcome to Wildermyth, rather. That's just something that happens here. And you're gonna have to take it. You're gonna have to accept it. Ooh. Oh boy, this ain't good. We don't have a lot of attacks with Cardia. Tyrone, it's not looking good here. Uh-oh. Oh. Her left arm was severed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, things are not looking good for the Bonebreakers. Turns out they're the ones getting their bones broken. As one, it's kind of ironic when you think about it, but it appears to be the case. Everyone has lost something. This battle was a complete and total failure. And, that's gonna set us back. And now skeptics can come in groups of 3. Yeah, that's, well, Cardia and Edward have fallen in love, so, you know, hey, that's something. On the plus side, Cardia now has a gem shield. Reduced damage from non-flanking attacks. So, hey, she has a shield. Everyone else has peg legs, and everyone else just has peg legs. So we're going to have to get some mutations up. Alright, let's try this again, guys. Maybe this time it'll work. Just gotta be more careful. We can't let the Morthagi stay in control of this area. It's time to take back Stelia and Glassworks. Any ideas how? Sneak into their camp. Never saw us coming. Okay, we got some buffs this time, which is good, and that's a lot of stuff. Fire Spirit. Ah! Fire Spirit took damage! Ironically in fire. Okay. Is it just gone? Yeah, that's a new mechanic as well, guys. If you haven't guessed, that's a new mechanic too. If we ever catch one of those, we'll discuss how that works. Right, let's all just form up right here. Stay in formation. Hold the line. Don't let them past us. We can survive if we work together. No, but they're coming towards us, boys. Yep, they're coming towards us. Let's see, can I do anything about these guys? Fire leash? No. Dang it. Well, that's useless. Shoot. I don't even know if that burns. It's gonna have to. Okay. Now, can we just not die this time? Ideally. Hopefully these guys will have some cover. Shield block that. Okay. We have cover. And it looks like it does burn. Yes. Aw, seriously? You're kidding me. That's not okay. That's not okay in my books. Guys! Seriously? Come on. Stop dodging my attacks! I'm trying to kill you! Oh no. Tyrone! Okay. Well, that could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better. That could have gone significantly better. Stop dodging! Okay. This run might just be gone here. Yeah. Okay. This has to work. Okay. That's one down. At least they don't have that drive link thing anymore. Goddamn. Now, can we please kill this one? Cardia, don't die on me. Okay. Well, Edward got a kill, but there's still 3. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, looks like Edward is the last of his team. Carthia. Let's just forget these people. They, yeah. We need some help. Edward, we need some help. Pick from Legacy. Who better to fight the Morthagi than someone who is part Morthagi? What are his abilities? He has, Sentinel. What's that do again? Ability, Sentinel. Places Guardian, warps, he leaps 2 tiles. Versus Wisdom. Bonus to all campaign level tasks. You know what? Sure, we'll take that one. There. Oi! Hey, it's an honor to have you, Ravio. We'll be heading out tomorrow. Meet me on the main road. So yeah, who better to fight the Morthagi than someone who's part Morthagi, am I right? Let's, hopefully gear up a bit. Because right now I'm not liking our odds. Oh, and a new recruit is available, though. Let's quickly grab this, and then we'll go back, and hopefully we can rebuild the Bonebreakers from Edward and Ravio. And that's painful. That's painful. We're gonna have to leave it. We're gonna have to leave it. Come on. Come on, guys. Ugh. Okay. What do we find? +6 stunt chance. That's gonna have. I think that's gonna go to Edward. More health. That's Ravio. Okay. Let's get out of here. Recruit a new person. The decisive snark. So yeah, you know what? Fine. What's your history? You clown, slacker, and you got integrity. Sifel was widely known as Spooks in Purebrush, a girl who has never met a cloud that wasn't an ill omen. Never heard a howl that wasn't a werewolf or a wraith. She went through phases where the only theater could amuse her. She visited every playhouse she could procure tickets for. Suspicious of a particular member of the company, she stuck around to prove her hunch correct. You know what? Let's take her. We'll take whoever we can get. See, what made the fight at Hammerstrife worthy of note was, all the monsters, was that we didn't quite get the upper hand until the monsters were so disgusted that they decided to go easy on us. Ahem. If you don't mind, I'm retelling a gaping tale to these folks. If it weren't for us, Hammerstrife would still be crawling with Morthagi. Well, let's organize the parade then. No time to waste. Listen, you think you could hack it out there? Maybe could tear the monsters a new one metaphorically? Nod. I'm gonna finish my story. Let me know if you want to talk later. Hey, hero guy. Ravio. Sure. Listen, we didn't end on a good note back there. Namely, the note where I look like a huge weenie. One chance to prove that I can hack it. Can't have my good name in Hammerstrife sullied after all. Good name. That's rich. Come on, we'll have someone show you the thing or two. Well, we have a warrior hunter, so she will be our new mystic. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for now. So I'm just going to quickly go over Ravio, because it occurred to me while reading the other girl, you have not met him. You have not met Ravio. Ravio's history is that he is the son of the finest weaver in Hammerstrife. I don't think it's Hammerstrife, I don't know. But I think he might have been the child of another character. I can't remember who, though. Ravio showed an aptitude for craft, but dreamed of a higher calling. He fought his longtime friend for the favor of a local beauty and was soundly beaten. The humiliation ended their friendship and sent him far to wander. He composed his motto, inspired by the red fox. Love undying is its own means of survival. And he has had quite a few adventures. He chose a simple hook in place of a hand, and that's been replaced. He recalled an old song from his childhood that would always return to him under the night stars. He lost an arm. His lost arm... His lost arm was replaced by a forgotten clockwork and changer, making part Morthagi 3 times, apparently. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be leg, arm. Or... yeah. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is leg, and this is arm. And he's a folk hero. And his stats are... he's romantic and a bit bookish. Other than that, nothing amazing. So yeah. I think Ravio's gonna be the one to whip Edward and co. into shape, even though he's not a founding member of the Bonebreakers. But we're gonna have to wait and see on that. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked it. Don't if you didn't. And I have been Tamtrol, this has been Wildermyth, and I'm still working on this outro. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.